Hello and welcome to the Spicy League Season 2. My turn on the CranKy Ducklings. Wasn't sure about the full title.
Take a bit of a pause. I got worried for a second. Oh, are you done? All right.
Yeah,
Well, I
no.
am.
I'm your host, Steelmold. Still like the metal. Mold like the thing you put the metal in so that it retains its shape when it cools down. Joined here on production and casting, our very own Pug Jump himself. It is Yakuzaku.
Hola, amigo. Los vámonos el... something. Or another.
Yeah, we already established that Yaku is basically like Caleb.
That has been established. I'm not sure why that is, but apparently
You gotta watch Yaku. You have to watch the selection.
I mean,
thing, the draft video, the draft VOD. Yeah.
I mean, have to, and oh, I completely forgot that clicking watch solo doesn't put you in a lobby, it puts you straight to the game. So, well, I guess we're gonna start then.
We're diving right in there.
Yeah, apparently. Alrighty then. Here we go. Man, it's been so long since we did a live feed.
Yeah, and I have to remember not to try and use the in-game interface. Because I keep trying to like open tabs and change like the, open graphs and things, but...
Oh, you're gonna ask me to bring up income graph. I'm like, how do I do that? Alrighty then.
Do we not have music in game, or am I just not hearing it?
You might be deaf. But for the time being, here we have it then, spawning in the top right-hand corner map, spawning in the top right-hand corner of a good old map that we haven't seen in a long time. Let me tell you, Steel, one of your favorite maps, if I do recall, representing Single-Horned Ponies here in the top right. It is gonna be our yellow Z coming out from the land up above. It is Scrubbles. And in the bottom left-hand corner map, spawning in the bottom left-hand corner of the map, it is gonna be our blue Terran, gonna be playing for Team BearMe, as well as Alpha X. It is Vindicta. As an aside, I am a fan of this map.
You can be louder, Yaku.
Oh, okay then.
Or you should. I don't know if you should be louder, but.
But I could be, is the important thing.
Yeah. Did you not do the visual sound check?
Yeah, I did.
Alright.
I was in the low yellows, but now I'm in the high yellows, so, Yellow.
Speaking of the yellows.
Speaking of yellow, yeah.
Here's Scrubbles here. He's yellow.
Yeah.
That was my segue into the game.
He doesn't cheese. You can tell, because he's yellow.
Mm-hmm.
As we all know, yellow is the color of anti-cheese over there. Lucille, I got a question for you. How much have you missed this map?
Lost and or found, LE. Not much, to be fair.
Well,
kind of lost the memory of it, if you will.
I mean,
no, we found it. So,
but look at that! You got holographic Zerglings.
All right.
And okay, there's actually nothing here, but there's nothing here, but there's another holographic.
Is that the one with the Wookiees? It's not the one with the Wookiees, right?
No, you're thinking of Disco Bloodbath.
All right.
Fairly recent.
Actually, there were. Okay. There's the one. The holographic Wookiees and the real Wookiees. The holographic Wookiees was the. Not the Wookiees, the Ewoks. The Ewok Strip Club.
Yeah, that'd be Disco Bloodbath. But yeah, Lost and Found, it's a map that was used back in 2018. It was in, I think, 2/3 of the map pool back then. And for good reason. It's a good old standard map. It produced some of the best games of that year. A lot of positioning battles went on, but along with a good mix of very aggressive pushes.
It's gonna be a theme in this tournament. Kind of a walk down memory lane as we go back to old maps that we used to like and or dislike.
Back in my childhood, we didn't have any of these golden walls.
Yeah, with the golden walls. All them Yakuzakus playing on your lawn.
We had none of them old purities and industries. Yeah, the maps were standard back then.
I remember when the maps were standard. I remember Neon Violent Square.
That was a good map. That was a good map.
I remember Redshift. That was standard.
No. No.
Okay, Grandpa.
A strong disagree from me there. There's gonna be a strong disagree from me there, Grandpa.
Wow, this is shaky for me. It's so frame skippy. Did we actually change the server? Or we're in Ruska? Yes, we are.
We are, in fact. And speaking of Ruska, Vindicta going in for a very cheeky build as that army just about is going to complete. Cloak is going to be done as well. And I can tell you that. Yeah, Scrubbles does not suspect this at all. There are a couple of spores, so there will be detection for the Banshees, but that's going to be the least of his worries.
On Scrubble's side?
That's going to be 5 in the front lines with another 2 in base. So that's a lot of anti-air and definitely a good shield for these Hellbats. But I'm not convinced that it's going to be enough.
There is some detection, but spores, so they're not really in position.
It's also
so far
the Banshee is also the least of Scrubble's worry right now.
I mean, it is worrying because that's the thing that's killing the queens, because the Hellbats are gonna be quite difficult. And the Hellbats find no difficulty in dealing with the Zerglings. They've killed quite a bit here.
And the Banshee.
The problem with this is forcing Scrubbles to make stuff he doesn't want to make.
But the plus side, it does open him up for a counterattack. Is this wall a wall? It is.
Yeah, Vindicta was not producing anything.
Yeah, he was economying up. He was trying to get his miners, to, SCVs to start mining. Didn't really get much in the ways of defense other than a single wall that he's going to have to pull SCVs to repair. This is actually costing him a lot right now, but it does mean that he's still alive and still in this game. A worthwhile expense.
Yeah, as long as he holds, it's good. Now he's got some army. The Banshee's going back home. There's not much Scrubbles to do to punish this. How we do? Let's just hit the lost units tab. Just to kind of get a view of what was going on. 36 Zerglings were burned to death.
They were. But in the grand scheme of things, it's fairly even.
Really good.
Scrubbles. Yeah.
Good pressure on the Zerg. And it will allow Vindicta to take a third base nice and safely. Scrubbles does get a fourth base as well, but yeah, it did put the Zerg in a situation where you don't want to be. You can't drone up because you have to waste all your larvae on Zerglings. You have to remake all them queens. It prevents the harassment that could have been done by the Zerg.
But something else we... Yep.
Sort of the infinite expansion that kind of Zerg won't get to.
Yeah, that's definitely where I think Scrubbles is going this game. Instead, more of a macro up back at home. And speaking of 2018, that's a Hydra then.
Yep.
Alright, so this is definitely a trip down memory lane. Hydraling Bane is still something that is done nowadays, but it's not something that's always done. It's just sort of something you throw out every now and then. Come on, can we get a hot pickup from Vindicta? And he does actually keep most of Bio alive, but he's losing his tanks very, very quickly. That being said, the Banelings, is only one, and it already gets sniped. This isn't a lot of Bio, though, for Vindicta. And this is a heck of a lot of links that are about to surround the Marines.
Push was stopped. That's the important thing for Scrubbles.
Indeed, it was. Scrubbles is completely fine with losing all these Zerglings if it means that Vindicta has no more momentum going forward. And now the second push. I don't think it's going to be as strong as the previous one, but because there are no tanks and there are no mines, Baneling speed has finished, and these Marines are sitting ducks here.
These Marines are, if you don't get your seat on the medevac.
But this is a vulnerable main base, and Vindicta is looking to make the absolute most use of it, trying to target down the macro hatchery, and I'm not convinced that he's going to be able to take it out.
It's also not that big of a deal if it's taken out, so it's kind of a... It's the best case scenario for Scrubbles. If there's one building to be sniped here, let it be the macro hatchery that you don't quite need on 4 bases.
Suppose not, yeah.
Alright, see Thor coming out for Vindicta.
Yeah, anticipating a switch into
slightly,
Spire, but not. That's not going to happen for a while.
Yeah, so
at least.
Widow Mines as well. Yeah, this is a blind counter for something that's not coming out of Scrubbles. Because the Thors, when you don't go mech, those don't get upgrades. So they're kind of vulnerable, especially when there's a lot of Zerglings. They're not particularly useful.
They have a tendency to get surrounded. And, best case scenario here for Vindicta, maybe he can use them to soak up some Baneling shots, but even then, it's pretty difficult for a Zerg player to do that. The Zerg player really has to be looking away and not paying any attention.
It'd be better to have an extra tank instead.
Indeed it will. Well, he is switching it into tanks. He's sort of getting tanks as well as mines, as he is trying to make use of that reactor on the factory.
I like the drilling claws addition as well.
Yeah.
So why?
And you know
there,
what? You
there
may
are two
as well.
tanks that I was right next to each other. This is
Well,
right,
look, it's stronger that way.
You get a better signal.
Exactly. But you gotta be worried. You put too much in there, you get that 5G.
Yeah, man, don't get that 5G.
Apparently not.
You get too much 5G, you get all the D.
Apparently.
I don't know. I don't know what that means. I heard it on Facebook.
This. I'm sorry, but it's not really relevant coming into the choke point right now. Scribbles is. And it's not the best case scenario. Remember what we were saying about Thor soaking up some damage, and the Thor absolutely did that. It managed to be useful. Well, kind of. It managed to be more useful than it would have been otherwise.
I think it's more like the 3 or 4 tanks at the back.
Probably, yeah.
Need to work here.
It really did, but might as well get some use here. Alright, Squirbles is starting to move in here. This is an open area and not a choke point, so he's coming in with a concave, but still not quite having the damage output to really deal with this. It's mostly Hydras and Lynx, but Lynx are far in the back. Yeah, Scrubbles is still in this game. He absolutely still has the defender's advantage. It is in his favor. But Vindicta is starting to rally units here.
Yeah, Vindicta keeps on pushing, but this push is about to be over.
Yeah, that's a fantastic concave from Scribbles. Vindicta just cannot push into this position. If you look at it, there are just 2 areas here. Or Scribbles has split his army into 2 areas. And that just makes for a very easy concave. But Vindicta is still trying. Oh, the Vipers come in, and they do get the Blinding Clouds. And yoinks a Marauder. Nicely done by our yellow Zerg player. Vindicta is still fighting. He still is about even in terms of army supply. Nope, never mind. Scrubbles just shot up.
Yeah, with the defender's advantage that Scrubbles has in this area, and Vindicta reinforcing 1 unit at a time, basically. Yeah.
Well, I think Vindicta has realized this, so he's going to load up a medevac and try to go for some multi-pronged drops here. Deny expansions, clear up creep. So
yeah, there's a lot
have
of
to be very careful. He has to be ready to hot pick up just like at the drop of a hat. but I think he should be able to do it here. Oh, I like this Mind Burrow. It's gonna bait it. Good target firing from Vindicta. Look at that explosion of Banelings.
Yeah.
That is oof, owie. Banelings are kind of expendable, but you don't want to be losing too many of them for nothing. Otherwise,
they're also kind of expensive.
Yeah, the gas count on them stacks up if you're going to be losing them for nothing. You know,
I thought that thing was a medivac, by the way. In the
Karak?
No, you have that doodad in the southeast of the third base of Scrubbles. You have this this thingy.
This thingy? Oh, this thingy.
Yeah. Yeah, I thought the medivac was just waiting there to pick up the the Marines or something, and it just wasn't doing anything.
I think
then
it's
I was
a
like,
unit
oh,
based
that's not
on
a
the Terran
medivac.
campaign. But that makes sense. Alright, Vindicta setting it up for the second push. His 3-3 has just completed. Scrubbles only now starting. This could be a very deadly push if
Liberators
Vindicta
are added as well, but
it.
they're not the best against Zerglings, but and they can be yoinked by the
It's decent zoning.
yeah, it's nice, it's helpful.
Yeah, Scrubbles
One of
does
them
not want
already
to
goes down.
ignore it. Definitely doesn't want to ignore it. Like so, as he loses, look at that Lingbane army evaporate. And now Scrubbles has lost all of his buffer and most of his DPS even. Even the Ghost comes in to try to get a couple of EMPs out. Come on, give me an EMP. Nicely done. And that ain't going to be a lot of blinding clouds there. Oh, a little bit of too much move commanding, but it's still going to be fine as 3-3 is way better than 2-2. I think Vindicta has just about broken the Scrubbles. It is really hard for him to come back. GG's called. And Vindicta.
1 point on the board for BearMe. BearMe.
Or bear with me.
No, Panda BearMe.
What?
It's Panda BearMe's team. That's why it's called BearMe.
Yeah.
He's the captain.
Yeah.
Yeah. Vindicta, of course, is Vindicta was his first choice in the draft.
Naturally.
Scrabbles was Cuddlebear's second choice.
Naturally.
No, I don't know if it's naturally, but you know.
Do you realize that Cuddle Bear is not on the same team as Panda Bear Me?
I mean, yeah, they're captaining different teams, so...
Exactly. Alright, we're gonna move into game number 2 here.
I just wanted you to sit in the silence of your stupidity.
It is gonna be one of my favorite maps from 2018. All you know what it is already because it's over there in the casting tool, the map order.
Yeah. The lemon map.
Mm-hmm.
The lemon extract, as Milk and Cookies named it.
Accurate.
Because it's lemon, because it's, you know, acid plant. Eh?
Yeah, citric acid and whatnot.
That was such a good pun.
Alright.
That was such a good pun, I remember it.
And you don't remember much.
Yeah, no, I don't.
Well, alrighty then, here we have it. Over in the bottom right-hand corner map, spawning in the bottom right-hand corner of Acid Plant. LE. LE, of course, standing for... Lithium.
Lemon extract.
Lithium import. No, wait. I'm trying to think, what's the opposite?
We have to work on your spelling, Yaku. Really have to work on your spelling.
I'm trying to think, what's the opposite of both of them? But, anyways, here we have it in the bottom right corner. I'm not spawning in the bottom right corner. We have the green Terran going to be playing for Single-Horny Ponies. He was the something or another choice of Cuddle Bear. He is Dolan. And spawning in the top left-hand side of the map, spawning in the top left-hand corner, it is going to be our red Terran. Going to be playing for Team BearMe. You know him right now as a barcode, but he is in fact Foxa.
You know, as Lily.
Yeah, I tell you, Steel, this was probably my highest win rate map when it was in the map pool. I loved it so much, and then I had to remove it. It's so disappointing. So disappointing.
Yeah, I'm trying to remember. I remember like the yeah, you had a 3-base kind of problem with this map.
Yeah, the third
I do
base.
remember that.
Yeah, the third
It's a
base
very
was,
harassable map.
Yeah, that's why I loved it so much. It was so easy to push into third, pick up,
you know,
go into the main.
As an
I loved it.
aficionado of Doom drops, I understand why you love that this map.
Exactly.
Alright.
It seemed to me initially that Dolan might have been going for a very aggressive Reaper Hellion kind of build, but with the SCV Scout and with the 111, or not so much the 111, but more so the Reactor on the Barracks, that does not really seem to be the case right now. Who's going to win the Reaper fight? Who's going to win the Reaper fight? It looks like Foxer might have the advantage, but it looks like neither of them. That's a social commentary on fighting Reapers. Okay, well, Dolan. Reacted Reapers. That's not something you see every day, to say the least. So whatever I was saying earlier, turns out I was right. And then I doubted myself. That's real social commentary.
Is he getting concussive?
What? Concussive?
He said he was getting Reaper. Ah, not Reaper.
Reacted Reapers.
I don't know why, but I heard Marauder. Sorry, my brain is not functioning.
This is what happens when Steel is.
I was like, why is he getting Marauders? He's not getting concussive. He's not this. Where's the tech lab? What's like trying to analyze and criticize the build that's not doesn't exist.
This is what happens when Steel is anticipating a phone call that he doesn't want to get. Ooh,
No, this is what happens when I can't control my own interface and look things up before I say things.
Alright, Fox's scouting is going to be completely denied here, but he does know of the medevac. He knows that Dolan is coming straight for him.
That's a powerful drop if it manages to slip in there.
Indeed, it does. The Cyclone is waiting along the
Cyclone is
ramp.
not quite finished.
And I'm a little worried about it.
Raven? There's one Raven finished, right? Or
There is currently a Cyclone.
a Foxer.
A Foxer.
Yeah, this is what we said. This is a very droppable map. It's got a
And
thick
that
main
Cyclone
base.
is not at all in position. Second Cyclone does pop in, but is it too late? Dolan looks to be getting away with a lot of worker kills here, but it is going to be enough. Dolan not really trying to go for any big damage, just decides to try to assert himself, and that actually went to the favor of Foxer.
Kerwin just realized we're playing on Acid Plant.
It's such a good map.
Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah,
one
this is
thing,
all this is our legacy maps. This is on this tournament.
I can tell you one thing that I wasn't a fan of was, I think I was Platinum at the time, or Low Diamond, and back then I did not build missile turrets, so yeah, it was very easy for
We went
in
NGB
TVP.
first. What do you mean you didn't build turrets?
I went NG Bay first for high sec auto tracking. Who builds missile turrets, Steel? Answer me that. Riddle me this.
On a droppable
Ooh, good
map.
start stepping coming out from
Smart
Dolan.
players. Yeah.
He does start to chase Fox away, even bruising that Raven quite a bit. This means it's gonna be so much easier to take it out. Oof. That tank getting a... That was just quality control there. Dolan just testing the tank.
Don't look at Jay. Don't look at the bracket. Don't look at the bracket. There's spoilers. Spoilers on the bracket. This is why we did not put the bracket in the bracket thingy.
Accurate.
There's spoilers.
Wait, yeah, in
No,
TVP, because back then I didn't pay attention. It was easy for warp prisms to just warp in and charge this to mess up my main. But to be fair, that's also a trend in the current map pool.
Hey! Remember, this was also at the time where you had the drop-a-load tech from the
It was
evolution chamber. This is the Miomaika build
It was
era.
Thanks, Scarlet.
Remember Miomaika build? Yeah, Scarlet did it all the time.
And now history is repeating itself. That was actually... We say it's a Mio Micah build, but Scarlet discovered it from No Regret, who taught her to build. History is going to repeat itself. Now Scarlet is also using builds that No Regret teaches her.
No Regret does not teach build, he spews build on people. He exudes. He oozes build. Yeah,
So
oozes. That's the word. These builds do not come out of No Regret.
Alright, Dolan is coming in.
Out of it.
He does scan the 3 tanks, but not gonna go for the disable. Gonna go straight for the auto turrets, but will it be enough? We get a little bit of a Raven fight here, and Dolan's Ravens have been taken out.
Yeah, and the tanks is still alive for Foxer, and the Vikings in the sky. This is
the
unbreakable.
The pendulum has just swung so much in the favor of Foxer here. I feel like disables would have been so much better this rather than the auto turrets, but I guess the idea was Dolan, I think, didn't really want to commit to the push and wanted to slowly do damage, but then he was kind of forced into it in a split second. But yeah, now Foxer has just so much momentum behind him.
Just waddling across the map.
They are 2 Ravens with a decent amount of energy there. Each with enough for a auto turret each. Okay, pulling the boys.
Now remember they can fly.
Dolan's a little bit desperate right now. He knows he needs something.
Yeah, he has enough on the ground. The Vikings are pretty good against SCVs.
But you know what else they're good for? Or tanks. And a tank, it just instantly gets sniped. It's really hard. Well, I suppose Dolan can try to lift this CC, but then again, he'd lift the Vikings.
Yep.
Dolan
but the tanks are dying to
SCV
Marines.
They are, but the Marines are dying to the tanks.
It's doing enough damage though.
It's not doing enough damage to end the game, but it's doing enough damage to very easily say that Foxer has the advantage.
I mean, yeah. After a failed push by Dolan and then a good counter by Foxer.
I just remembered this is another reason why I love this map, Seal.
Oh yeah, the pit.
The pit
of doom.
You clear that out, you move in, and then everything dies. It was great.
Yeah.
We need... good snipe on that Raven. Not quite being able to get the other one. As good as this position is for tanks, it's also pretty easy. If you don't have vision there, it's pretty easy for Marines to come in.
You're hearing this background noise, by the way.
Background noise?
Yeah, I'm not sure
From
what
me?
this is. I think that... No, on my end.
Oh. No, I don't.
Like, I think there's like some machinery working outside, I don't know.
No, I don't. I only hear man with gun. This is the real machinery work. This is real construction. You see people outside using jackhammers and whatnot? Nah, man. Use gun. Man with gun. That's all you need.
You should join the SCV union.
Drills are not construction.
Yeah, you use drills in construction.
Drills, yeah, but is it as cool as a gun?
I mean,
a man with gun.
It depends on the definition of cool and what you're trying to do with it.
As in, not lukewarm.
I mean, if you're trying to negotiate for the SCV union, then a gun definitely works better than a drill, but...
Exactly. Workers have to take it.
Alright,
Dolan is trying to push us back. Yeah, Dolan's trying to push us back, but I think the positioning is just far in the favor of Dolan, especially when you factor in map control. He has a split second here for Dolan to make use of, but he's not fully able to do so. No Vetevex here as of yet, but okay, here they come for Foxer.
So the third base was denied for Foxer, while Dolan Foxer is taking a fourth base.
It's hard to really say. It's hard to really say these guys are even right now, and look at that. We were talking about it, Seal. We were talking about it, and here it comes. The third into the main.
Yeah, the classic...
Dolan's coming in with a bit of a desperate move here, and it's actually kind of working. It's a good concave on the bio, and enough tanks to take them out. Dolan or
doing enough
Foxer.
damage. on the production here. The main
Foxer
base
has
is
just
going
lost
down.
his sky advantage, his sky superiority, air superiority, but he is doing a lot of damage into production.
Yeah, this is going to be cleaned up though. Just the medivacs, nice splits there. Looks like it's going to get away.
The important one is getting away.
Morse is dead as well for Dolan, so yeah, Dolan is now on 2 bases. We'll rebuild the main.
And it ain't over for Foxer. He's rallying. Round the flag. Alright, Dolan did manage to lift his CC and go to the other third location. Dolan is going to see this army of Foxer. And this time it's a little bit different. Neither player has any air superiority, so it's going to be entirely on the positioning and the ground army. And right now, Dolan is winning the ground army as he wipes out those tanks. But this CC is in a lot of danger right now. Foxer just focusing it down, but it will not go down. Dolan very quick on the repair.
Foxer is doing a nice job trying to snipe out his orbital commands. So far, only managed to get one, though.
But the important thing is he is keeping Dolan contained. He is macroing up behind us. Where is Dolan? Yep. Foxer now getting that 5th base.
I forgot you don't have a numpad. You can't see the
accurate. Just do math. Just look at the income advantage from Foxer right there. That's 27 versus 17.
I tried to see it. I wanted to see the stonks is what I wanted to see.
Look, stonks are for fat cats. Oh, here comes the Doom Drop. Here comes the Doom Drop. Steel. Here comes the Doom Drop. There's nothing here but a couple of Marines. Will it be enough? Some of these medevacs are really low. But Foxer does not commit.
Yeah.
Smart move.
Yeah. Smart move. Yeah, you don't want to drop if your enemy just kind of snipe out the medevacs. It won't be your advantage. Besides, you can just move your army around and try to drop later. Force a reaction over there. Move to the third. You don't want to just lose your army for free now.
Nodding along.
Yep, that's what he's doing. He's going after the third.
Yeah, he doesn't really care that there's a sensor tower because honestly, he has a way bigger army than Dolan. And by a way bigger army, I mean it's quite a bit larger. Decently larger. Yeah. But he is trying to draw Dolan away with some, by splitting up his army. Dolan is not falling for it though. A little bit of a
now he can drop into the main.
Yeah, he can try, but he does need to be careful.
Well, you always need to be careful when you drop, Yaku.
Yeah, no.
You should know that as an aficionado of Doom drops.
Yeah, no.
You're not careful when you Doom drop, Yaku.
Yeah, you don't always have to be careful.
That's why. I mean, it's supposed to be the doom of the other player, not the doom of you. When you drop. When you drop
someone's doom. Alright, Foxer has maxed out. He is on 2-2, getting that 3-3 on the way. And he is almost moving in.
By the way, a note for the rest of the series that we cast here today. There's a button called Control X.
Those are 2 buttons.
Yeah, 2 buttons.
Alright, drop here, getting sniped, but it does draw a majority of the army away. Foxer now moving in. He has the air superiority. He has the tank count. Or he doesn't quite have the tank count, but with the air superiority, he can have the positioning that he absolutely needs. And he's trying to force a reaction out of Dolan, and Dolan is almost taking the bait.
Foxer has so many more Vikings, though. I just said that. And,
yeah, that's what air superiority means.
Yeah.
Oh, but Dolan is starting to move in with a concave, and you know what? Having air superiority is great, but it does mean that your ground army is not as powerful. Fantastic concave here. I think we just saw Foxer potentially throw this game.
Yeah, unsieging just at the bad moment, and Dolan just jumped on top of that.
He has a far superior economy, though.
How's it doing on upgrades?
They are about even. But Foxer does have his +3 weapons, so he's about to get +2. Dolan. What? I just realized what I said doesn't make sense. Dolan is on +3 2. Foxer is on 2-2. Yeah.
At the moment.
Foxer is about to get his +3 weapons, but Dolan is going to be having both upgrades. Okay, once again, we're starting to come in. Not as many Vikings this time, but there are some Liberators as they do get sniped. Look at these tanks. And I gotta tell you, Steel, I feel for Foxer right now. You cannot, if you're a Red Terror player, you cannot be feeling good about that. He took such an advantage in the early game. Or not the early game, but the mid game. This game, oh man. It's just why...
Well, he threw it, he kept trying to push in there and he just couldn't do it.
It's why TVT is so exciting to watch.
Yeah.
It can swing so heavily in the favor of the other player just at the drop of the dime.
Mostly I like the explosion.
We're seeing here, yeah. I mean, that's the main reason why I play Terran.
I like the boom boom.
I like boom boom.
I like the boom boom.
The Manning cargo boom.
Manning cargo, Manning
tank printer go boom. Skadoosh. You can't just go mass tanks. You have to be able to diversify your army, otherwise you're gonna be caught out of position.
No more tanks.
Tank printer go skadoosh. Yeah, Foxer right now trying to evacuate the SCVs. Doesn't really know where to go with them.
They're just having a conga line. Why are you judging, Yaku?
Because it's not part of the mandated break. The union mandated break. Look, they already came to a thorough agreement. They already agreed when they were going to have breaks.
Party.
This isn't the time. It's not part of it. It's not part of the schedule, Steel.
just you just send them all over the place.
I think Foxer is trying to go for a flank.
The SCVs?
Oh yeah, you know that's a good.
Speaking of the SCVs, there's not room for everybody. These were not
Seal, I gotta tell you, that's a pretty good. That's a pretty good union benefit. The health insurance is a pretty good union benefit. I gotta tell you, Seal.
Yeah, but not all of them can get that insurance.
Which is unfortunate. Okay, once again, Dolan. That's way too many tanks here, Foxer. I'm a little bit surprised he went for it. But he does have the far superior air superiority here. And he is just picking off these tanks
Marines are coming.
one by one by one. The Marines are coming in. There are still 4 tanks available. I think actually Dolan can go in for that. He didn't try to... Well, he does have to split his army and does have to get a concave. But these are naked tanks. But I understand that Dolan doesn't want to pull a Foxer right now. He took out every single mining base of a Foxer. Look at that. Where's that income coming from? From long distance mining. It's literally zero right now.
It's pretty good for long distance mining, to be fair.
Oh yeah, that's the advantage of the Union. You know, give them a bit of a break, and they be as efficient as they can be.
See, this is why I told you about the Control X thing, because I confused the two players now.
I gotta do that real quick.
You have to change the squad. There we go. Thank you for
And I think there we have it. Dolan ties it up for the Single-Horny Ponies.
Yeah.
We're now sideways 1-1.
Oh wait, I just realized there's a dash between Single-Horny.
Yeah.
So they are actually tiny unicorns.
Exactly. Still, have you just noticed that Terran has won all of them so far?
I mean, it's not that difficult. There's one of them was a TVC and the other was a TVT. Yaku.
Accurate.
Alright, so now we have a 2v2 match.
Indeed we do. And Seal, how much of Vietnam Team League have you seen?
Some of it, not a lot of it. Actually, very little of it, because it was usually during my work time.
Yeah. Well, this was something that was a bit of a mainstay there, and I think they actually got it from Pro League. Initially, Pro League had 2v2s, which I actually don't remember, but apparently they did back when Pro League was a thing.
You think Steel can remember? I don't remember what Yaku just said.
But yeah, it's gonna be the 2v2 map, and one thing I do remember about 2v2 maps, Seal, casting tool is a little annoying.
Yeah.
So we're gonna do the intros, but we're not gonna have fanfare. I think is what we're gonna decide. Is what we decided on back when we covered Vietnam Team
Can we
League.
just have 2 fanfares for every team?
No, because it's still player 1 and player 2, and the thing is, player 1 and player 2 are both on team 1.
Alrighty.
Take a sip of water and oh man.
Gotta work on your jamming, Yaku.
But here we have it over in the bottom left-hand corner map, spawning in the bottom left-hand corner of Overgrown Facility. No LE, if you notice. No LE Steel. If you notice. Well, here we have it then, spawning in the bottom left-hand corner of the map. We've got our 2 players here. They are going to be playing for Team BearMe. It is going to be our red Protoss as well as our red Zerk. It is going to be Panda BearMe and Lightning. And in the top right-hand corner of the map, spawning in the top right-hand corner of the map, it is going to be our blue Zerg as well as our blue Terran. They are going to be coming in here to do quite a bit of something. It is Team Single-Horny Pirates. Ponies! I don't know where pirates came from there.
Arr, yar.
There's a simulacrum on my brain.
Yeah. Except it's not simulacrum. It's an overgrown facility.
Exactly. Well, that's kind of
a map you don't see, a map you don't see in tournaments a lot.
Yeah, which is a bit of a shame. I wonder why. It really doesn't make a lot of sense.
I'm trying to get used to this interface just to see what the hell's going on, and I'm not used to it. I'm not used to this.
It doesn't show you income.
Young kids, back in my days, we just had 1v1 and I didn't even liked it.
Apparently it's, apparently that's not true.
Yeah, True isn't playing here, he's not.
Apparently. I didn't realize that.
The military. Alright. What's going on?
In 4th here, coming in between the Vapor and Panda BearMe.
There's some CVZ going on here, in one side of the map. One lane, and the other lane we have a TVP. Let's see if they are going to cross the beams there.
See, that's 3-4 probes going down already.
Yeah, Sweeper doing work.
Viper setting up a bit of a Bane bust here, but it's not really much of a Bane bust if it is just Ling Bane.
Yeah, both our blue players are being a bit
they understand
aggressive.
how TV2 works, is the thing.
Yep.
Alright, gonna be coming in here. Viper does. Gonna be pouncing straight on top of these queens. Does what you gotta surround. Look at that Baneling connection.
Yeah.
And Panda BearMe might just be taken out here. There is a spine in the main, though.
Yeah, but this cleans out a lot of what Panda Bear here had to work with.
And it sets, yeah, it just means that Panda BearMe's defense going on here is going to be that much weaker.
Here? No, it's just a Reaper.
Yep,
Or,
just a
Viper.
Reaper.
No, sorry, Disrespect is just at-home building stuff.
And DPS, a good old 2v2 dynamic. One player is very aggressive, the other player macros up back at home. And here comes the
Problem
link.
is
Here comes the Bane into the main, into the mineral line, into the mineral line.
Oh, that's nice plays by Panda Bear.
Towards the end there.
That
Only
could have
3
been-
drones.
Wow, that could have been so bad.
Indeed, it could have been, and it looks like Panda BearMe, with the help of Lightning's Oracle, they are, in fact, going to be able to chase this away. Very good defenses from both players, and I don't think we mentioned it, Steel, but there is a reason why. We have Panda BearMe, obviously, who is the captain of Team BearMe here, but we also have Lightning coming out of their, or coming out of his NA Contender victory.
Lightning, who was chosen last for this team, by the way.
Despite...
As I've suspected, none of these captains were watching the NA contender stuff.
They really did our boys dirty.
Yeah, we do. Yeah, we do have Lyra. Lyra was the last player picked here, just so you know.
Which is really unfortunate. Probably one of the best TVP players that we've seen in NA contender.
Yeah,
one of the best TVP players in NA, I would argue. Even
did they make it? Did they make the? They made the playoffs.
They made the Final Four, right? Yeah, they were in the semifinals.
Yeah, so you know.
All right.
I was thoroughly disappointed seeing them being picked last, but
you were gonna write an angry letter. You were gonna. I demand to speak to the manager.
Dear sir, I watched your video on the internet. But yeah, that just gives Lyra a chance to just show everybody up.
Indeed, it does.
You picked me last. Who's the ringer now?
Indeed, it does. One of my favorite moments in GSL group nominations, when the player, who they always say, "Oh, I feel sorry for that guy for going into the group," they make it out first.
Alright, the Hellions are coming in with the Cyclones. Problem is, the Protoss here had a lot of time unharassed. And one thing we know about Protoss in general, if they have time to build stuff, it's super dangerous, especially in a team game. This is kind of the
Indeed it is,
yep,
and we now are starting to see what that means. Lightning trying to go into that fleet beacon, but there is still time here for our blue team to start harassing. Trying to go in with the Ling army, but this time Panda BearMe does have a couple of banelings there. They're going to be meeting up with this battle mech composition coming down from Disrespect. And Disrespect is trying to find an angle to harass, but not quite getting it. Now, I don't think our blue team has eyes on that fleet beacon. No, they do not. So it's actually kind of good. It's actually a little bit of a blind counter from Disrespect, getting that Maglev.
Yeah, but how many Cyclones does Disrespect have?
Well, he's produced them slowly but surely. He's got 4 at the moment.
Now he has 2 factories working, so that should create a nice bunch of Cyclones. And what is a Zerg, blue Zerg going for? We can see their pings at each other. Our blue Zerg so far not really.
Still on 2 base. Still hanging on to that Ling Bane.
Still Ling Bane. I don't see any tech buildings. Maybe it's just feeding. Inspire? Maybe it's just feeding resources to the Terran.
If he was, he'd probably have gotten a lot more greedy.
Because he's got, he's only got 31 workers.
That's an oof if I've ever seen one. Speaking of oofs, Disrespect, gotta be so careful. Okay, thank Christ, Viper. So be able to
there's still another one though.
There is still another one that they do not have eyes on, but this Viper does actually activate it. Nicely done by our blue team, but now red team has been able to consolidate. And they're just doing a little bit of dance here. Disrespect trying to poke in and poke out, but it's not quite getting a lot done.
Yeah, but carriers are being made by lightning without much interruption.
No, they're not. But meanwhile, the Lynx are starting to stream in, and they are getting the mineral line here. But look at his drone drill. Lightning has more than enough here to wipe these out. Not going to be losing too much there. And Disrespect being chased out of base.
Yeah, it seems that our blue players who were pretty aggressive at the beginning of the game didn't quite put enough pressure. Panther and Lightning seem to be working pretty well together, defending fantastically and macroing up pretty well. And they seem to have a really, really dangerous army, which Disrespect and Viper won't really have the ability to deal with. Are Zerg still staying on Ling Bane?
Yet again, this is only now getting 1-1.
Oh, there's a Spire. Okay.
There we go. It's
but
I would say a little bit late for that, but I don't know. I think
Blue has the least amount of workers in the.
least amount of anything right now. It's 66 supply.
Did get a third base finally, so there's that.
And it is a gold base, so that definitely helps. I think Viper might have been really banking on that early game aggression taking out BearMe, and after that kind of failed, had to scramble a little bit.
He was feeding Disrespect resources because see, Disrespect already way ahead in supply.
But again, it comes down to if you're gonna do that, why only now get a third base? I mean,
no, because he was just feeding
for that, but
yeah, he was just feeding all of his stuff
is.
to Disrespect, so he can make a whole bunch of cyclones.
Oh, literally everything.
Yeah.
Literally.
And now he's banking some gas, so we can make Mutas? No, it's Corruptors. Going for Corruptors, good.
Yep, it's the better unit versus Carriers that they did see. Ooh, there's a lot of Dropper Lords made by BearMe.
Yeah, but they're not quite dropping though. It is.
No,
it
they're
is
not. But the potential is there. They're not, but the potential is there.
The defense.
You have to wonder what he's gonna drop. Is the thing.
You have 4 carriers ready, but 5 being made at a time. This is the power of a Protoss that's not been interrupted for 10 minutes.
Indeed, it is. If you go look at the units,
6 carriers being made at a time.
Carriers.
So every minute that goes by is 6 more carriers.
And we just see this mech army get evaporated.
Carrier is a minute 20? A minute? What's the production time of a carrier? I don't remember.
Alright, BearMe, the red team has just so much momentum here after clearing out pretty much the only army from blue team. There are some Corruptors here now, but will it be enough? They are starting to be backed up by the mech army of Disrespect.
They put all of their eggs in one cyclone, but
it might be able
now the carriers
to work out. Yeah, carriers are starting to get sniped. There just isn't a lot of anti-air here for the red team, other than just interceptors, and even then, those don't do too well. But meanwhile, BearMe is sidestepping this blue mech army with the Roach army.
Yep. Beef on the ground, beef in the air. That's how you do it.
That's what I like to see.
Now, Viper just doesn't have ground forces to deal with this. Got nothing on the ground. So many workers are being killed here. Both expanding towards the gold bases of the map at the moment.
Indeed, they are.
This planetary shouldn't be falling down.
Not anytime soon. That's a lot of SUVs repairing that.
But it seems that Viper is dead. Lightning
out of water, yeah.
Sorry, Bandabear is just going into the main. We can get all of the tech here, and there's nothing to defend.
And now,
the Terran army is not coming to help.
Now, how is Viper gonna feed Dr. Disrespect any resources? That was a Freudian slip. This is not Doctor.
It's not Dr. Disrespect.
It's not Dr. Disrespect.
That's Disrespect.
That was just a Freudian slip there.
It does not have his PhD.
Yeah, it is accurate. They do not have a medical license either.
Sorry, PhD is professor.
Yeah, it can be. It can be doctor as well, because you know a lot of PhDs are also doctorates. But now, it looks to be about the beginning of the end. Speaking of doctors, Lightning is a doctor of taking out armies. Did not even need the mothership for that.
Yeah. The carrier printer goes bzzz.
Interceptor printer, yeah. Carriers are literally damage printers.
Yeah, DPS printers.
That it is. Alright, Viper's supposed to call it.
GG is called, and our red team, BearMe team, puts another point on the board. This is a 2-1.
But Disrespect is still looking to fight this.
Oh, you didn't put score on the thing, by the way.
The UI.
There you go.
I
Thank you for that. After the GG was called.
Exactly. Alright, GG is finally called here. And once again, it is going to be Team BearMe with the 1 point advantage here.
Mm-hmm. So we have 2 more games. All the maps are being played.
Indeed it will. Whether or not, yeah. Even if it's a 3-0, we are going to see the rest of the maps down.
Mm-hmm.
Because it's still the group stage. They gotta affect seeding and whatnot.
Yep. Based on map score and such.
And we are now going back into a 1v1. And this time it's going to be a player who we're familiar with over on this channel, as well as another player who we're not as familiar with, but they have popped up every now and then when we cover things like Battle of the Americas and whatnot. But
yeah.
Shall we?
Justice Simon. The Simon of Justice.
And...
Recently picked up by a team. Trying to remember the team.
Wait, what, for real?
Oh, was it? Wait. No, that's Go-Go Joey. I keep mixing them up.
I was gonna say, as far as my knowledge, he's pretty happy on Alpha X.
No, it's Go-Go Joey.
Yeah, Go-Go Joey recently got picked up by Team GP.
Look, they both have J in the name. It's very confusing.
Yep, Team GP obviously going for the top GPO player of 2020, so they went for Go-Go Joey. That's what the GP stands for, Grand Platypus. But yeah, as far as I can tell, Justice Simon pretty happy over on Alpha X, and it's also going to be a team kill here with another player who's pretty happy on Alpha X, the American Terran player Cuddlebear,
and team captain for the Single-Horny Ponies.
Yeah.
Now, Justice Simon, for some odd reason, not one of the first choices for BearMe.
But also not one of the last.
Still a mystery. Still a mystery as to why.
Look, they want to Go-Go Joey is the thing.
Yeah. No, they confused him with Go-Go Joey.
Yeah.
But then it still would have gotten like a better choice, right? It should have been a higher choice.
But here we have it, spawning in the bottom right-hand corner map, standing in the bottom right-hand corner of Dreamcatcher, the catcher of dreams. And Seal, I'm gonna need one because I am so upset. I am so upset that I don't remember what I dreamt last night. All I remember is it was weird.
I'll take it up with management.
Interesting. I am so upset. Yeah, take it up with brain management. Or brain sources.
I actually also had a dream that I remembered, and then I thought I remembered, and I wanted to talk about it, but now I don't remember it anymore.
Exactly, it's so freaking annoying. Spotting in the bottom right-hand corner of the map, spotting in the bottom right-hand corner. LE, of course, no, never mind, whatever. It's the Green Terran playing for the Single-Horny Pirates, the captain of the Single-Horny Pirates. It is gonna be Cuddlebear. He just wants to cuddle. And on the top left-hand corner map, spawning in the top left-hand corner of the map, it is going to be a blue Protoss, a bit of the Kong in the GPO. Nice little banter here. It is going to be Justice Simon. Yeah, this was a pretty good map for Terran. Or maybe not a good map for Terran, but it was a good map for... It was a good map for 2 Terran players. It was a good map for Maru. It was a good map for me, because I had some of the best... I had some of the best televised games on this map.
Oh, hey, it's Mio Micah.
Hey, how we doing, Mio? You had to cheer for
we talked about you before. On Acid Plant.
No,
we remembered the Mio Micah build.
Oh yeah, we did.
Dropper Lords.
Yeah, I have good memories of this map, I gotta tell you, Steel. I remember my Cyclone Rush that I did. I remember my game where I won, but after I won it, I went into
Cyclone Rush that I won.
I remember a TVT that I won, and after I came out of it, Phoenix Cheers just shouted at me in chat. He was like, "You," I went to voice chat, and Phoenix Cheers was like, "Yaku, you could have won that so much easier than you actually did. Why do you do this and that?" And I'm like, "I micro L," and he's like, "No, you don't." Like, my control good, and he's like, "No, not based on
No,
that."
it isn't.
So yeah, that was good times. Hey, I like most of the maps that are on the week 1 map pool that we've run, because one thing that the Spicy League does do is they do switch up the map pool every week. I'm fairly certain.
We should make a tournament where we just put all the maps that Kerwin hates on them, and that's the only Duckling tournament you can play in. So he has to play it.
The Kerwin Cup.
Call it the Tilt Cup.
The Curse Cup.
Tilted Ducklings. Alright, so Jesse Simon going with Blink Stalkers. Cattle Bear.
Yeah, that's actually another build that did really well on this particular map.
Yeah, Cattle Bear going full bio here. Going to give you some more barracks, the plural of barracks.
Raxus.
Raxus.
Jaraxus.
Rataxus.
Redactus.
Do you know the show? There was an animated show called I don't know how it, King Babar. I'm not sure what its name is in English.
Yeah, the Elephant King.
Yeah. There's the Rataxus
first, and then later.
I think Rataxus was the king of the rhinos, I think.
I gotta be honest with you, Steel. That did not got blink here from Just Simon. Does actually nice not only the mine drop but also the scout. On the other hand, though, once you see your Protoss opponent start to blink, you should know. Yes, Twilight Council. You should have an idea of what's coming for you.
No, but it's actually a robotics bay that's going to be the follow-up.
I'm gonna say that that's for. It's probably not what it's gonna be for, but I'm gonna say that's for observer speed. It's probably not, but.
I'm thinking Colossus. I mean, you go against Bio. Colossus is stupendously good. One lone Hellion here.
It's much more likely to be Colossus, especially because we do have the Forge coming up, so this is going to be the +1 Colossus chargelet build. I probably think, yep, there's charge. This is a Hearthstone build.
Hellion killed 3 probes.
It did, and it got... Did it get a scout?
No, it just went into the natural.
Yeah, so
I say, you know what? Just send one. If this is the kind of trade that you can do, just send one Hellion. Seems to do better than when you send a whole bunch of Hellions.
Well, I mean, that's the thing. It's not really meant for trading like that. It's good that it traded, but the main priority is scouting.
To the main.
And the fact that that main priority has failed that's a big reason. Speaking of trading, this Blink is going to be trading pretty well. Cuddlebear actually going to ignore it. He's going straight.
As well.
Time for the base trade.
But Justice Simon does have a recall available. Oh, we don't mind hits, but
quick little Blink stare.
Second one dodge.
There's that recall.
There's the recall.
And only one Stalker going to be taken out. And this is
now
pretty good for
Justice Simon to defend here.
This is before Justice Simon has his Colossus up, and even if he does, it's only one. Nice Blink once again. His third Nexus is gonna go down. And that is good damage if I have ever seen one. If Cuddlebear just retreats now, then this is...
he has good instinct there.
That indeed it is.
No, these probes are being hunted.
Yeah.
In the jungle.
Cuddlebear spots the scent, and now he does see them. Probes are going to be taken out here. Just adding insult to injury. It's not enough that the third got cancelled or killed. Set it, take out the probes, while Cuddlebear is going to secure that his own third base. But all things considered, Just Simon is still building up that Colossus count. We'll be getting a couple of zealots in. Cuddlebear is responding in time, does get the Vikings, so that's what he absolutely needs. It's going to be interesting to see how this dynamic plays out, because it's usually the ratio of Stalkers to Zealots when you're doing this kind of build is so far in the favor of Zealots. You do get a couple of Stalkers just as quick anti-air, like so. Good force field usage here from Justice Simon, and this is going to be a choke point for Cuddlebear. Does not want to fight into this, but does take out the
Justice
Observer.
Simon catching Cuddlebear as he moves in. And the army is not in a good position to be fighting.
Really good force fields, and if you notice, these Colossus have not taken a single lick of damage. Even though there are very little charges here, they are not able to get the damage done that they need.
Yeah, this is really good for Justice Simon.
Oh, but he did wall off the front entrance. That's another thing I kind of miss about maps like Dreamcatcher. Able to wall off like so if you choose to.
Yeah, I forgot about this. God, they're just climbing, walking in line. I think Cuddlebear also forgot. That's why his army was like in such a bad shape to be taking an engagement.
That
Go into
was we did. He did
donger shape.
A what now?
A donger, yeah, like a roach donger.
Is it though?
Yeah.
Is it though?
Making everyone tired here.
Is it though? Am I though?
Should have taken a nap before.
Am I though? I got 8.5 hours of sleep and I woke up feeling more tired than when I get 6 hours.
Yeah, your body's not used to this amount of sleep in one go.
Apparently.
Doesn't know what to do with all this.
Alright, so again, not knowing what to do here. Justice Simon is starting to move in, and Cuddlebear is going to have to forfeit this base. So be retreating into a better
really
position.
Can't get close to the Colossi because of the Stalkers. This orbital should be repaired.
Like so.
But the third is denied so far for Cuddlebear. So Justice Simon will just sit here and siege it. No, he's moving in.
The bunker. Well, it's in the bunker. There's nothing in the bunker, and this is actually not something that Justice Simon can really move into. Just look at how many Marauders there are, all in a concave.
Yeah, Marauders are pretty good.
Good use of the force fields there, but the Vikings are starting to land some volleys on top of the Colossus.
Yeah, and Justice Simon backs away, realizes this is not a good. This would not be a good move.
He is gonna try to.
Yeah, it's like,
he's gonna try to contain.
Don't push up. Don't push.
Loses the warp prism, and that just might be.
The force
something that swings into the favor.
They take care of all the Colossi.
That indeed they do, and there's still so much bio left. Okay, maybe not that many, but still a lot of bio left. If we just look at the worker difference, or not the worker difference, the army difference, it is so far in the favor of Cuddlebear. He is looking to counterattack as quick as he can. And I don't think Justice Simon really has an answer to this. Trying to get some disruptors now, but is it too late?
He doesn't have a good army count right now. He's using the Stalkers to try and delay Cuddlebear, but Cuddlebear is just gunning it across the map with what he has.
I think we're about to see an ace match here, Seal.
Yep. There's another Colossus going down.
What else is
Chopper
there
coming
here
in, but it's just moving in there. Okay.
Oh, no split, no split! And that was a beautiful purification Nova, but it's still not going to be enough. GG is called. Cuddlebear taking out Justice Simon. And we are going to go into our ace match, Seal.
Whoop, 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 whoop.
Which is Rengen versus Melody. Not Reagan.
Rengen. Not Rentgen. Rengen.
Not Melody.
It's raining again. It's raining again. Don't remember how that song goes.
And we... Ooh!
But Oh, it's Darkness Sanctuary.
This
the
is
Sanctuary of Darkness.
This is not a map that I miss playing on, but it is a map that I miss watching people play on. And we're having it at 40 ace match.
How do you miss watching this? You can't see. Wait. Oh, I know why you missed this map, because nobody can see anything on this map.
Exactly.
And so you feel at home.
Exactly. Think
everyone
about
is blind as you are.
me. Think about me for a second, Steel.
Yeah, everyone is as blind as you are on this map. So yeah, yep, I see why you like it.
Specifically why I don't like playing on it, but why I like watching other people play on it. And we're just about to jump in here on our final map. Final map, Steel. What do you think about that?
It's final.
Is it
Finally.
though? Our final map of this series, anyway. Well, no, because we're playing it all out, so. But
Yeah,
anyway,
the series, not that. It's not the final map of today. It's the final map of this one series.
yep, 1 out of 4 series. Here we have it in the top left-hand corner map, spawning in the top left-hand corner of the map. And you know what? Still, it's relevant again. Here we have the teal. Is gonna be playing for Team Single-Horny Ponies. It is. Can you hear it? Can you hear the people sing, Steel? The melody. And in the top right-hand corner map, starting in the top right-hand corner of Darkness Sanctuary, LE. We have the red Protoss gonna be playing for Team BearMe. It is gonna be Rengen. And the Oakland Raiders. It's hard to do when you're mid-sentence.
Alright, so do we have this is one of the maps that have random spawning location.
Yeah,
and a bridge that connects you to your enemy right quick.
Yep. I miss those maps.
Yeah.
Just having like
I think it
one
was-
4-player map in the
I
map
think we
pool
saw
would
it.
be really
I think we
cool.
saw it maybe twice in GSL when it was in the map pool.
It was actually on GSL before it was in the ladder map pool, funnily enough.
Oh wait, no, we actually saw this a few times in GSL.
Yeah.
There was another one that we didn't see at all, where it was
I
the
think it
beach
might
map.
have been
The
Atlas.
beach map that was.
I think in GSL Season 3, the only time we saw it was in the Ace match in the finals. So literally the last map.
Yeah, when they couldn't veto it. It was the first veto in every match.
Actually, was it Atlas? I think it was Atlas.
Yeah, I don't remember that one. Alright.
But yeah, here we have it. Both players know where each other has
Stargate.
spawned. Stargate
It's gonna
could
be
be.
the way for Rengen.
Yeah.
Which is a good choice on the proximity spawn here. You can
Indeed,
go ahead
it
and
is.
harass your enemies pretty quickly.
Yeah, it's. One thing to keep in mind though, Steel, is that as much as it is a short air rush distance, it's also a fairly short ground rush distance when it's when you do spawn site to site like this.
Mm-hmm.
So just
I mean,
about
it's
anything.
not short.
can come
It's
out.
just shorter. It's just not super long. Like
Well,
a cross spawn in this map is super long.
it's about. I mean, the diagonal cross spawn is something like 15 tanks siege, but horizontal, it's something like let's see. It would
Is that
be
how you
one,
measure? Is that how
two,
you measure?
four. It would be about 8. Yeah, no, that's a legitimate thing.
Thanks.
Yeah, no, it's a
Yeah.
legitimate thing. They used to do it back. It's a holdover from back in the day when
before they use creep tumors.
yeah. Because back then nobody was bitching about creep tumors. It was all about tank. It was all about tank range.
I mean, yeah, you did have like maps that were carved in half with tanks constantly, tanks and turrets. Back in the World War I days.
Yeah.
The trench wars. I remember the trench
sequel
wars.
was better.
Yeah, well, you know, questionable. To find better. So Reagan is actually getting a robotics facility and Templar archives. Still on 2 bases though, so not gonna have a ton of resources to make stuff with it.
Hard disagree on you, Steel. That's gonna be a hard disagree on me, Steel. When you're on 2 bases, you have the resources to make them earlier, because you're not getting that 3rd base.
Yeah, but can you really...
In the long run, yes, you won't have as much. But immediately you'll have more.
Okay. Karen is so bored he wants to play Jackbox with you, Yaku. He's turning into a Jackbox stream.
Yeah. I won't turn that loud.
Right, Oracle's coming in. The Queen and the Spore, so not going to be catching too much, but should get a good view of the Zug base. Let's see if he sees the... Did not see the Roach Warren, right?
That he did not.
Yeah. So doesn't quite know what they're up against.
He does not. But it's going to be for that Archon drop. As we did see.
Uh-huh.
It's waiting for the
see,
second.
I can be right sometimes.
Yeah. You can also be right for the wrong reasons.
Builds. I can recognize builds sometimes.
Correct.
Jackbox is boring, Gerwin. It's really boring.
Can we ban Steel?
Already banned.
What? Alright, this Archon does get picked out. Fantastic cover or concave from Melody. Surround, that's what I was thinking of.
That's something that's not supposed to happen to
flank there.
Protoss.
Absolutely not. That's not something that's supposed to happen. And if it does happen, then it's really dangerous.
Yeah. You want them Archons for later. You don't want to...
Yeah, they ain't chargelets. They're not dispensable. And speaking of chargelets, we do see charge.
Dispensable, not they are dispensable.
They are dispensable. They come from a vending machine known as the Gateway. If you think about it, aren't gateways just dispenses, unit dispenses?
Dispensaries, yeah, the dispensaries. Well, vending machines for...
yeah, they're unit vending machines.
But because of the warp thing, they're like they're not the conduits. They're just like the they are the capacitors. They hold the potential for the units, but the pylons are the actually, or the warp prism are the actual delivery system. That's how they work. Like a barracks is a dispenser, like a marine dispensary.
It's immortal. It's immortals.
The immortal dance.
Alright, Melody's
like,
across the map.
You don't have the proper permission to go outside. This is a quarantine right now.
Stay
want you at home
indoors.
defending against these roaches. Okay, now you can go out.
So sad.
Now that you have enough Archons to purify the area.
The bug.
Oh, this I think one of the Archons is Yaku cursed in the third base.
I think it is. You have to. Okay, it's actually not moving right now with the rest of the army.
Yeah, it's Yaku cursed. It's trying to move out.
Oh yeah, it is. It's a
trying.
massive unit.
Can you look to the southeast of the
But I have a feeling that it's actually gonna help Melody Rengen quite a bit. Look at that. All planned as we now Melody is trying to go in from the north end, or trying to poke into the north end by consolidating the forces in the middle of the map. Rengen trying to go in from north as well, and Melody sees this, gonna be trying to get back and take this out.
Melody is going for lurkers and hydraulic range.
Which actually isn't a bad idea.
Yeah, it's pretty good, but the transition is going to take a bit of time.
That it will. Melody is going to...
If Melody manages to buy time here, it should be okay.
Exactly.
But it's going to be a while before... Yeah, no. Rengen is pushing.
That is going to be the question here. There is only one force field, or no, 2 force fields available. There's only 1 sentry right now.
Yeah, it's pretty low on...
But here comes the multi-prong.
These baskets are Protoss. Yeah, but this is just a distraction for the Zealots to get... to run in. And now, Melody is kind of surrounded?
A little bit, but it's a bit of an uneven surround. One side is heavier than the other. That's what happens when
there's a warp into the main, though.
Is a warp into the main, and this should get a lot of damage, and Melody has to make a choice right now where to defend. But it looks like the choice was in fact correct, as Rengen did not try to push in or do a lot of damage, just clear a little bit of creep, get a little bit of overlords. And blocks off that entrance once again. Something I kind of miss from maps.
It's a lot of Immortals and Archons now. This is it's kind of low on Zealots, but that works on me. But these are pretty beefy units.
That they are, Seal, that they are.
But a nice concave from Melody.
That it is. Where is the sentry? There's only one, and it's all out of energy right now. This might just be enough units from Rengen, and it seems like it is. Force field, or not force field, the other unit, Lurker, is going to be enough to prevent that army from moving in, but the chargelets are charging in.
Into the natural.
And they're going to try to get this Lurker before it can burrow. But even if it burrows, it looks like Rengen is still confident enough to push in. This might not be the right choice, though.
Rengen doesn't have any detection here, though.
Yeah, not even making detection at the moment. Alright, here's the observer. It's a bit late to the party, and it's not looking too well for our red Protoss player right now.
I mean, yeah, still has a lot of Immortals alive. It just needs some buffer units, some Zealots coming in and distract the Lurkers and Hydralisks.
But speaking of buffer units, Zerglings are a fantastic buffer. Takes out the Archon.
Did Melody snipe the detection? I think Melody sniped the Observer.
They did.
It's really good.
Very nicely done.
So it's one of the things where I see a lot of Zerg players who go with Lurkers and they just don't snipe the detection on the other side. You know,
it's hard to do when there's a lot on the screen.
What? Yeah, I know, but it's pretty critical.
It is. But, well, I mean, it's never intentional that they don't snipe detection.
They should intentionally snipe detection, is what I mean. They should be.
Well, yeah.
That's what the intention.
Oh, they try to.
Alright.
And once again, the multi-prong is in. Rengen is just looking to just harass his opponent to death here.
But he's gonna lose the War Prism.
Indeed he will, but he's gonna lose the Hive!
He's gonna
lose the Hive! The Zealots do get the Hive! And this...
And the fourth base as well.
And I think Rengen just has the ball in his court right now. It is their game to lose.
Yeah. Yeah. Gonna... Do they know about the fifth base there? Well, now they might suspect.
Now they do.
Like, why are the units coming up from here? Yeah.
Rengen.
Check.
You gotta go for it. Rengen.
Zealots are like, we didn't get an order.
Oh, there it is.
We're just standing.
Here comes the surround. Speedy good Zealots coming in.
Speedy
and Melody is pretty much going all in. They know that the writing is on the wall. They have to at least equalize if they want to have a chance of winning this game. It's going to be really hard to do with 4 cannons and a mineralite steel. That's 4 cans in the middle line, but these lurkers are getting a lot of free damage right now.
Yeah, the detection is all gone for Rankin again. See, that's why I said you gotta get the detection, get sniping. Yeah.
Indeed it is. Oh, I like what Melody was trying to do and trying to get some splash damage with the Archons. But usually what just happens is you lose your Archon.
Yeah, Rankin is getting the third while this is going on. Yeah, the third is gone down.
It's my favorite phase of the game, Steel. It's my favorite phase. It's the base trade.
Except without the trade.
But yeah, it's more of a base race at the moment.
Yeah. Is the detection being made for Rankin finally?
Yeah, it's gonna be a while before it gets here. And meanwhile,
they're just pushing through
again, these lurkers getting
there.
a lot of free damage.
Okay, there's an observer out. Come on, bring it in. There it is. Being sieged on the high ground there.
Starting to get cleared out, and I think Rankin should be able to do it. Good game, well played. And I wish players would give me a bit more time. Yes, fingerprint, yes. Team BearMe are going to be the first winning team of the evening.
Yeah, winning it 3-2 versus Single-Horny Ponies. A pretty hard fought series here. It was back and forth every time. Just you had 1-0 and then 1-1, then 2-1 and then 2-2, and now 3-2. It's very easy to remember.
That indeed it was.
So what's our next next team on the team match?
Our next teams are gonna be NA's finest and Disc versus 6'4", 6400. That's the name of a car if I've ever heard one.
I don't remember what I think it was like 6'4" is the I think Future's height, and 6400 is the MMR.
That's a lot of MMR.
I'm not sure. When he said that's the name of that he wants for the team, everyone seemed to understand what they're referring to. I didn't quite. There you have it. This is why you have to explain your memes sometimes, because not everyone gets it.
Do you know